Most people feel tired even on days when they do nothing. They rest, scroll, watch, and sleep, yet something inside them still feels drained. The problem is not the body, it is the way we live with ourselves. There is a quiet wisdom hidden inside Japanese culture that was never meant to be loud or dramatic. It was meant to be lived slowly, almost invisibly. Stay with this story and you will begin to see why true self-care is not about escape, but about alignment. By the time this story ends, you will recognize which small habits are secretly stealing your energy and which simple changes can bring back calm, strength, and clarity into your everyday life. This is not a list of tips. This is a story about 7 habits, revealed not as rules but as lived moments. Moments you may recognize from your own life. In a quiet town near the edge of the mountains, there lived an old caretaker named Haru. His house was small, his clothes were simple, and his days looked almost empty from the outside. Yet everyone noticed the same strange thing about him, no matter the season. No matter the trouble around him, Haru never seemed exhausted. One afternoon, a young man named Kenji came to visit him. Kenji worked in the city, always busy, always connected. His eyes were tired, his shoulders tense, and his mind never stopped racing. He bowed politely and said, "I rest more than ever, but I feel worse each day. What am I doing wrong?" Haru did not answer immediately. He poured tea slowly, carefully, as if time itself had softened around him. Then he said, "Stay for a few days. Do not change your life yet. Just observe." On the first morning, Kenji woke early and found Haru sweeping the ground outside his home. There were no leaves. The ground was already clean. Still, Haru swept. Kenji asked, "Why clean what is already clean?" Haru smiled. "Because care is not about fixing problems, it is about maintaining harmony." This was the first habit, though Haru never named it. Do small care daily, even when nothing feels wrong. In modern life, we wait until we are broken before we rest. Haru cared for himself before exhaustion arrived. Later that day, Kenji noticed something else. Haru ate simple meals, slowly, without distraction, no talking, no rushing, just chewing, breathing, tasting. Kenji laughed. "You eat like you have all the time in the world," Haru replied gently. "If I am not present while eating, where else will I learn to be present?" This was the second habit. Do one thing at a time. In a world where we eat while scrolling and rest while worrying, the mind never truly arrives anywhere. That evening, Kenji felt an urge to check his phone. He reached for it, then noticed Haru sitting quietly, watching the sky darken. "When was the last time you felt bored?" Haru asked. Kenji could not remember. "Good," Haru said. "That means you have forgotten how to rest." The third habit revealed itself without instruction. Allow silence. Do not fill every gap. Silence is not emptiness. It is recovery. If you were here, what would you do in that moment? Would you sit with the quiet, or would your hand reach for distraction? The next day, Haru walked to the nearby fields. He did not walk fast. He did not walk slow. His steps were steady and natural. Kenji noticed his breathing matched his movement. "Is this exercise?" he asked. "No," Haru said. "This is living inside my body." This was the fourth habit. Move gently, daily, without punishment, not to impress. Not to escape guilt, but to remind the body that it is alive. That night, rain fell. Kenji complained about the weather, about work waiting for him, about the pressure of returning to the city. Haru listened quietly. Then he said, "You carry tomorrow like a heavy bag, even when today is enough." This was the fifth habit. End the day cleanly. Do not drag unfinished worries into rest. In Japanese homes, people clean before sleeping. Not because dirt is dangerous, but because the mind mirrors the room. The following morning, Kenji noticed Haru writing slowly on a small piece of paper, one sentence only. "What is that?" Kenji asked. "A reminder," Haru said, "not of what I want, but of what matters." The sixth habit was intention. Not big goals, just a quiet direction. Without direction, rest becomes escape. With direction, rest becomes restoration. On the final day, Kenji prepared to leave. He felt lighter, calmer, but confused. "You never taught me anything," he said. Haru smiled. "You watched?" As Kenji bowed, Haru added one last thing. "The seventh habit is the hardest. Be kind to yourself without negotiation." Kenji looked surprised. Haru continued, "Most people rest only after permission from success. That is why they never feel whole." Kenji returned to the city. His life did not change overnight. His work remained. His responsibilities stayed. but something inside him shifted. He ate without distraction, he walked without rushing, he allowed silence, he cleaned his space. He chose one clear intention each day, he stopped punishing himself for being human. Slowly his energy returned, not the loud kind, the steady kind. If this story feels close to your heart, you may want to stay connected. Stories like this are not meant to motivate for one day, but to reshape how we live each one. And if this story touched something inside you, share it with someone who looks tired, but says they are fine. Life lesson. Modern self-care often tries to fix exhaustion with escape. Ancient wisdom teaches something quieter and more powerful. Care yourself before you break. Be present before you rest. Choose simplicity before your mind demands it. In your career, one focused hour can be worth more than an exhausted day. In relationships, presence heals more than words. In personal growth, gentleness lasts longer than force. Here is what you can take with you today. Care daily, not desperately, rest with awareness. Not guilt, live simply, and energy will follow.